Hello everyone, let us start the dental products. In our previous video, I told about caries, anti-caries agent, role of fluoride as an anti-caries agent, in which we have studied about sodium fluoride as an anti-caries agent. Now in this particular video, we will talk about dentifrices or cleaning agents and some more other agents which are used in dental process. So you must be aware about the dentifrices or the cleaning agent. So what they are? So these are the material which is used for cleaning of the teeth and adjacent gums. One can apply it with the finger or preferably with a toothbrush. So it can be applied in a two ways, or it is available in a two forms. One is in the form of paste, which can be applied with an applicator. That applicator is nothing but our toothbrush, and the other one is available as a tooth powder. So this cleaning action of this particular cleaning agents and dentifrices depends upon the abrasive properties of the rubbing forces. Abrasive properties and the rubbing forces. Abrasive property means, for example, it is an agent which when applied on the skin provides the friction, and because of that friction that particular surface gets cleaned. And additionally we have to use the brush, and with the help of physical means and physical rubbing, these cleaning agents work. So there are certain drawbacks of this particular dentifrices or cleaning agents, like they do not clean the surfaces inside the cavities and inside the crevices. So these dentifrices are responsible for physically removing plaque and debris. A good cleaning agent must remove stains from teeth, and to achieve this, suitable abrasiveness is essential. So these abrasiveness is nothing but the abrasive property of our abrasive which is present in dentifrices. So we are having certain examples of these abrasives. So what are these abrasives? For example, calcium phosphate, dibasic and tribasic. Then calcium carbonate, sodium metaphosphate, strontium chloride and pumice. Pumice is a complex consisting of silicates of aluminium, potassium and sodium, and it is actually a product which is obtained from a volcanic origin. So let us start with calcium carbonate. So we have a molecular formula, chemical formula is CaCO3, while the molecular weight is 100.09. It is also known as precipitated chalk, precipitated calcium carbonate. So it is mostly abundant and widely distributed in nature as limestone, Iceland spar, olomite and shells of sea animals. So there are two methods of preparation, one with the help of lime water and one with the help of calcium carbonate and calcium chloride and sodium carbonate. So for first method of preparation, a lime water to be used, and in that we have to pass calcium carbonate. After the reaction we will get calcium carbonate as our product. In a second method of preparation, we have to use the solution of calcium chloride and sodium carbonate, the reaction of which will lead to calcium chloride and calcium carbonate and sodium chloride. Now what are the physical properties of calcium carbonate? It occurs as a white crystalline, tasteless, microcrystalline powder which is stable in air. Practically it is soluble in HCl and HNO3, means practically it is soluble in acids like hydrochloric acid and nitric acid, while it is insoluble in alcohol and water. So when it is insoluble, then only it will provide us the abrasive property as a cleaning agent. So what are the uses of calcium carbonate? For external purpose or externally as a dentifrices, as a dental cleaning and polishing agent, and it is mostly available in many toothpaste and tooth powders. it is also used as a insecticide. Due to its fast action, calcium carbonate is used as an antacid, and it is also a supplement for certain deficiency state, and as a food additive can be used. It is also used in a certain homeopathic medicines. So this was about calcium carbonate. Now we will start with the desensitizers. You must be aware about the sensitivity of the tooth or the teeth. Usually the teeth are somewhat sensitive to heat and cold, but what happens when they are exposed, or the dentine part is exposed, or for example toothache at the time of toothache or at the time of decay, the perception of heat and cold has been felt very strongly. So the exposed area or exposed dentine shows more sensitivity of the teeth. So what are these desensitizers? So you must be aware about the certain products which are available in the market, like Colgate Sensitive, Sensodyne, etc. So these are nothing but our desensitizer. So what these desensitizers are? They tend to decrease hypersensitivity of the teeth when they are applied on the outer surface, especially where erosion has occurred near the gum line. What do? They reduce the sensitivity of the teeth to heat and cold. But the mechanism of action of these particular sensitizing agent is not known, but probably they may be acting by, or they act like local anesthetics. So we are having certain examples like zinc chloride, strontium chloride, etc. Now we will see what zinc chloride is. So we have a chemical formula for zinc chloride as ZnCl2, while the molecular weight is 136.28. It is also known as butter of zinc. So there are methods of preparation for preparation of zinc chloride. So with the help of zinc powder or zinc filings, we can prepare zinc chloride. When we add concentrated hydrochloric acid on zinc powder, we will get zinc chloride, while there is evolution of hydrogen. When hydrogen evolves or the ceases, we will come to know that this reaction is complete. So what are the properties of zinc chloride? It occurs as a white, odorless, deliquescent crystalline powder or granules or opaque white masses or sticks, while 1 part in 10 parts of the solution is acidic to litmus paper and shows the pH around 4. It is soluble in water, alcohol, glycerol, and freely soluble in acetone. Usually its solution in water or in alcohol shows somewhat turbidity, and this turbidity is because of the formation of zinc oxychloride. We can overcome this particular turbidity by addition of hydrochloric acid. Now what are the uses of zinc chloride? It is used as an antiseptic, astringent for skin, and as well as for mucous membrane in the concentration of 0.5 to 2%. So it is used as an active ingredient to prepare magnesia cements for dental fillings and certain mouthwashes. So it is used as a dentine desensitizers, topically as a 10% solution of the teeth. Next we are having cements and fillers. So you must be aware about the cements. When we visit the dentist, there are some pictures of cements, or they tell us, for example, if the person is having some cavities, they fill it with the cements, or during the surgical operation they fill the particular cavity of the tooth with cements and fillers. So dental cements are used to temporarily cover and protect areas that have undergone operations, as in dental surgery. So what happens? They are applied first as a paste. Okay, they are applied first as a paste, and after some time they get hardened and they form a protective layer. And once the healing of that particular tissue is done, that can be removed, that hardened cements can be removed by the dentist. So we are having a product like zinc eugenol cements. So zinc oxide eugenol cement have been used extensively in dentistry since 1890s. They are the cements of low strength. Also, they are least irritating of all the dental cements and are known to have an obtudent effect on expected dentine. Obtudent effect means it reduces the pain of the exposed dentine. So what are the composition of these particular zinc eugenol cement? These are consist of the two composition. One composition consists of the liquid part and the other composition consists of powder part. So liquid part contains eugenol. So eugenol is nothing but it is nothing but the composition of clove oil. So instead of eugenol, clove oil can be used. It actually is a local anesthetic and it reacts with zinc oxide. Olive oil can also be used as a plasticizer, which gives the plasticity to the whole mixture after the application. The powder part consists zinc oxide, which is the principal ingredient, zinc stearate, which acts as an accelerator and plasticizer, zinc acetate acts as an accelerator, and it also improves the strength of overall composition, while white rosin can be used to reduce the brittleness of the set cements. Once the cement is set, this white rosin does not allow that particular cement to get tear off and it does not allow that particular cement to get broken down. Now what are the properties of zinc eugenol cement? It is actually of low strength cement and have low abrasive resistance. Low abrasive resistance means whenever the person is brushing, it will not wear off or it will not get broken down even after the brushing, and have flow does not have that flow after the setting, means while eating, chewing and drinking it will not flow off, but it is used for temporary filling for particular days. It has good adhesive properties to exposed dentine. It is least irritating than other dentine or dental cements. What are the uses? It is used as an impression material during construction of complete dentures and is used in the mucoustic technique of taking impressions. So these are the references. Thank you everyone.